Okay, first game of the day, folks. And, yeah, first game of the day, and let's see how it goes. I gotta get myself a coffee, because I just rolled out of bed to turn the stream on to get,
A bit problematic, you are onto a rel. Very hard with a couple people. Bot side, oh my days, they flash on him. YCX is just gone. We said it might be problematic that the cleanser was gone. There's the flash as well as Savior. Down for the count, a double kill to leave. Maybe should have shoved the other way there. Brings himself, brings Duenby. Brings his W in the range as well, so ends up just taking a big chunk there. Bot side. Bot lane's fighting out rather. Savior gonna have to cleanse has that one back. Charged arrow comes on through, chunk Savior very low. Hail of arrows, the slow. YCX body blocking mount up from Niket. And another kill towards this bot lane. 3-0 now, leave. Oh. Yeah, he's off the races. One of our very best. Too much more then. Hello, Akashi. Good to see you. Oh, crash down. XQW now in danger. The Incinerate comes on down. Cyclone also onto XQW. Nimbus strike over. Nicely played from NIP. Fourth kill and Dragons being started. Don't think we're seeing any contests, so story time can continue. But Nayo and Niket were the jungle support from Top Esports Challenger, their LPL Academy squad. And they were the best jungle support in the league, basically, particularly from ahead. They were very, very, very dominant. It was Jachi who was the AD carry at the time, and that kind of combination of a very dominant bot lane with a very aggressive skirmishing jungler was pretty deadly. W though might be experiencing some of that though as the jungle support alongside Duenby. Try to go for the kill, can't quite do it. Duenby locked onto the turret. Arrow from Leave though makes it a 1-for-1. Chains of corruption after YCX flashes, but it's just a double to Leave. TP behind, Sassy now coming. They've spotted him out. Public execution lands on top of Niket. Trying to now jump onto Leave. He throws down the piercing arrow. Climber coming on over. Won't find all that much. So the TP potentially a very good combination there in mid jungle. Niket, who's rejoining his jungler, who had a bit more success of late. Actually did have a pretty good rest of the year, relatively speaking. Makes for a potentially quite exciting pseudo-rookie duo. QW brings the Weaver's Wall across to try and deny the Herald shove immediately. And welcome, Nymara.
hello.
How are you feeling?
I've been doing battle with audio delay on TikTok because sync is a thing, and we might need to see how synchronized this team fight is.
Oh, tower is gone. Chains of Corrupt has landed, and YCX is dead. Duenby gets to run away. Curtains are called, though, and that might mean the Ket is in danger. Nayo, front stepping here, has got the clone to deny a lot of it. Does get hit Duenby. Again, our Dark Lord of the mid lane has got his one ring to work with. Dragon spawning. NIP going to teleport into mid lane, of course, with the plays they made in mid lane. A little later to reset and get out on the map, but they'll have bought a lot of gold. Duenby flashes on him for the double stun and flashes away, but Climber also gets out alive. Down to half HP. Niket crashing down. Magnet Storm. Y6 in danger. Leave flashes over the wall to secure the jungler. Throws out some hails of arrow. Duenby disintegrates the Nautilus. XQW's on vision. Another piercing arrow, and Leave could do no wrong.
Where he can pick something up in the side lanes while NIP are just destroying the mid lane. NIP will get themselves a second dragon. They'll get themselves this side lane out of turret, which we said they hadn't gotten just yet. And NIP
Can's being started. Sassy is here, potentially looking to come in and play this. Curtains are called, but again, these bullets are tickling right now. And this fourth shot misses anyway.
But the Atacon isn't tickling, it is shredding. This might be the comeback fight for LGD if they can find a good enough engage.
Nayo still there looking for the Cyclone to YCX. Sassy backside of Duenby will go down. Big moments. You said the shred was problematic. It is indeed. Going to the backline. Solo kill goes all out to XQW. Atacon secured. Nayo dead as well. At least solo kill picks up Talia, but they will lose 4.
Well, I don't want to say I called it, but
You did kind of tell us so.
But this is the problem with tanking Atacon. And
Wow.
They were so far ahead. Tank is the objective, which shreds their resists, and it all goes to hell. NIP, they've just completely thrown the game off of that. This was a done game. They've lost the Atacon now. All of those Spirit Petals have gone to LGD. It gives a ton of shutdown and kill gold over to LGD. And NIP, where they were so confidently ahead before, very far behind. Well, very far behind where they were now. Sassy will take a side lane out of gold. Gold is still in favor of NIP, but you do have players like Sassy now and working towards a Death Stance, his third item. If he hits the Death Stance, that's a bad bad thing for NIP. This Ambassador just showed exactly what they can do in a solo dive against one of the carries. If they manage to catch someone out isolated, they will die.
DMB should get this turret. Be that. There's still soul point available for a minute and a half. Definitely tricky. Blade of the Rune King, Terminus, and the Rage Blade all done. Significant third item completion there. Dragon now started. Nayo pulling back away, looking to potentially turn around for the fight. Solo kill being the bouncer so far. Mid lane, well GD, Savior shoving that one up. Weaver's Wall coming on in, looking to split people off. Curtain's also called Sail kill. Now on the other side, but gets to footwork over the Weaver's Wall. Dragon down to 3k HP, could become a bit of a smite fight. Trying to keep people zoned away. Niket goes forward, Dragon's secured by Nayo. What about the turnaround? The public execution goes wide. Leave, free firing at the back end of it all. Nayo gets to come on out, but flashes back in with the Cyclone. Warrior Trickster keeps him alive. It's a much better fight from NIP.
The Ambassador ult misses onto the Varus, and Leave gets the free hit. Can LGD do it without the Atacon? No, not this time. NIP will get themselves their third dragon, and a huge fight in a 4 for none.
In Onivia's chat, NIP greater than Genji. You can't deny it, can you? What incredible plays. The moves. This is it. LPL coming back to the top of it all.
Baron gonna be the prize for NIP as they swept that fight. Now recovering the game. Maybe the Atacon was just that one blip on the radar of them. When there's a ghost on someone as well, Leave using his flash now as other summoner to get out safely in mid lane.
Chains of Corruption traded back there as YCX went looking, but now without that down, they can turn it around as DMB helps Unleash and leaves the one who's secured. Public execution in the backline, but there's still a lock on top of the Sassy's immediately rooted. Doesn't get any value right now, and he's just dead. It's a triple to Leave. Another stun. They can make sure it's a quadra to Leave.
4 people down, Savior alive. There is still a Penta on the cards if they can chase down the Jhin. He might have to try and wave clear with his ultimate, but I'm sure NIP will body block it, but at least NIP will get an inhibitor.
They're team 1 and 5 right now for the Varus. The Deadly Flourish comes on through. He's opening up the curtains. Do NIP want to hunt for the Penta? The timer is ticking. They might just want to end it. They don't want to have too many theatrics. Savior under the turret. They are interested in Nexus turrets right now. Not quite Glory. Respawns to come on through. YCX now going to try and do his best to body block for his AD carry. Solo kill will pathmaker forwards. Niket magnet storms as NIP claim game 1. But if he goes too deep here, I fear for the value of the tidal wave. Braum shield, I believe, will interrupt tidal wave. Slight early leads and certainly early shove bot side. Heal popped. LICX steps on forwards. Can't quite get the autos he's looking for until a little bit later. There's the stun on to Leave. Climber coming on over. Remember, Savior has no flash. Needs to be very wary of using the flat poorly. Piercing Darkness comes on through, and it's just too easy. They overstep trying to get the kill onto Leave. They had Climber lose 1, maybe 2 minions there. Dragon should now be secured by NIP. It'll be so... Rub's taken. NIP doing a lot of work. SQW doing his best. Driven into the wall. Impale on 3 is nice, but there's no damage. And Nayo's going to go down. Now Niket split off as well. Where does the fish run? Got a blast code on the flash. Should be able to get out to safety, I think, here. But a nice stun there. Slow. QW. Gonna pull back there again. Little green frog. Is what his name means. Very adorable. Gets the last embrace. Leave. Try to get the ward into Piercing Darkness combo. Can't quite do it. But now a little bit of a fight in the jungle. Now you're potentially danger. Gets a drive forwards. Subjugate, but there's the pillar. Climber now in an awkward spot. Over they go! Trying to get the kill onto Climber and does so. The burn is there into the Impale, and YCX goes down after. Solo kill ulting on in. As rebinding the soul goes XQW. Needs to Q3 over the wall, but a solo kill will flash. Extell impact through the wall. Just about surviving. Dawning Shadow doesn't get... Dragon should now be secured. But yes, NIP picked him up partway through this year. And Shanji was playing not so great. Gave him another chance after a poor showing on the main team of EDG. And actually did very well in spring, relatively speaking. Despite NIP struggling, solo kill was not the problem. Plays Shanji partway through, and NIP's recovery kind of coincided, at least in part, with that change. And a bit more history on that one. Now you're looking to drive them forward. YCX and Climber are around, though, so need to be a little bit careful here. If Climber puts down a good pillar, could maybe put Nayo into a difficult position. Throw down the boulder, weirding over the wall. Glacier Fisher comes on down. Fate sealed. Nayo, I think, is just dead. Nice work there, TP behind. Niket may now be in danger. Has got a tidal wave. Maybe has to burn it. Electro Harpoon lands. The ults together, LGD, it's scary. If you're forced to kind of use them piecemeal, it's a lot less good. Herald also secured there. Means feats were secured by NIP. Flash on forward. Double flash back from Savior and YCX. Savior throwing out the ultimate to no real avail. Driving away is doing it, probably towards this dragon, one would have to imagine. Actually, no, turns it around. Nayo potentially caught out. Tidal wave comes on down into the bubble after Skarner's thrown down his full combo, and YCX just dies. CC chain from hell. Ooh, chunk there forwards, lead. Gonna get a double last embrace. And Aurora therefore gets value. The bubble lands on the Savior, will kill off the center, but will die for it. Driven into a wall on the other side. XQW now in danger. May need to flash away. Does so. What about his Q stacking? The Mortal still going nowhere as the Bruisers get value. And then afterwards, that last embrace is dangerous. Savior flashes on forwards to try and get that kill onto Senna. Flap, sorry. And then Senna flashes away. Can't quite stay alive, but they still kill off that one. Niket is in danger. There's an engage happening. His lead was sped off. It's Atacard again. It is. It's Atacard again. NIP. Leave this cursed objective alone. Bot lane is now dead. How does it happen again? That's a bit awkward. Not as far ahead this game at all. In fact, LGD now up 2,000 gold. They're going to engage in the backline. Between worlds they go. But the whole team is melting down. Atacard on top of everything. Suddenly, LGD find themselves a gold lead in an Atacard. Oops. Rumble's 2,000 gold ahead. Gold, Atacard, those are good things. Turret secured as well by LGD. Resets will begin to come and happen. Okay, in they go. Pillar interrupts Sokil's ult. Very nice of it. Now Nayo's in danger, has to flash away. Still got Subjugate. Impale lands, but it's buffered back out of because the E times out. So not the best Impale of all time there. Between Worlds comes on down, forcing Savior's flash. Chunk low, leave shielded. SQW flashes on forwards, looking to get a hold of the center, and does so. Good flashes there from LGD. And they kill off down the Dawning Shadow, and SQW with a flash unbinding of the soul. Not done. They want to go again. No vision from NIP. It's scary out here. Purple Worm getting chunked low. What health is the Baron on? Fate Sealed is wide. Pulls back. Down to 7,000 HP. Solical interrupted again by the pillar. Good work for Trundle. Nayo into the pit. Will surely die. XQW low but not down. LCX getting some value onto that. Scion knock up onto him. Sassy trying to get the Flame Spitter down. Doesn't get as much value as he needs to. Needs to flash away. Y6 also flashing. Not going to need to do all that much to save your flaps on out. XQW and climb all over. The Baron is still secured. Huge healing back as a result of the Baron going down. Doing B. Not quite burning. Survives. Sassy looking. Savior low. Climber also in danger. Big damage over the wall. Piercing Darkness won't quite do it. And LGD on next to no health bars. Get out. SQW's TP back in. Can look for something more here. What can they do? Do and be spotted. Leave in danger. Sassy goes golden. Burning out. Piercing Darkness heal. Means that the Rumble falls. XQW with the full health bar to work with. Still got Solar Kill there with the shields. Teleport in from the Smolder. Can look to turn this one around as the carries are going to do so much work. My God, Smolder hits him with the execute. And it's a full ace in the end. NIP cannot contest the Baron fully. Cannot finish off the low health bars. As the flashes and the scatters and the Baron secure. Allows the double TP to come on through and finish up the extended play. Is that going to be a problem now? Oh, coming on forward. Going to try and get to the backline. Nayo interrupted by the pillar. Really good pillars from Climber this game, actually, on interrupting the Skarner and the Scion. Doing be chunked. Ow. Yeah, Smolder hurts. Doge Fisher goes wide. The Equalizer does not. Decent chunk. Leave trying to get some value. Sassy on the flank. Trying to get on top of Leave. Already murdered the Scion. Sassy goes golden. Just not going to be able to hurt this Senna. Not able to hurt the Smolder, sorry. And they just go on forward. The Impale comes on through, but it's too little. It's too late. Senna eats the shadow she belongs to. Tuampi gets a token kill on the Rumble. Walked it with a Flame Spitter. And LGD have officially scaled. Who needs a Brawl Melt to hit? Who needs a Fate Sealed? Just walk at him menacingly and have Smolder breathe fire all over him. They are incinerated. A Smolder stacked way far too heavy this game. And Ninjas in Pajamas will be forced to go to a game 3. LGD strike back as the game gets later and later. Another awkward play as the Atakan spawns. And Sassy.
Those cash-ins get the Dark Seal stacks for the Ahri. If you get them popping, goes great. If they don't, I think NIP slip their way into the game. And the pick comp.
Sassy. Now potentially dangerous. Now you're looking for an angle. Hop away. Sassy's got the counter-strike and the flash needs to burn. Flash. Oh my days, Nayo gets it as well. Spectral Morph from off vision with the flash. Bot side dive comes on through with a double knockup. YCX goes down. Can't get the cash. His Leave stays alive. Gleaming Quill heal comes on through alongside the heal from the spell book. Oh no. It's Leave who gets the kill as well. Climb is still here. Are they going to try and redive this? They are. Here we go again. They want this really badly. Knockup comes on through. And again, the double knockup from Niket. Climber has to flash. Savior can't get the auto. Oh, it's a disaster. More from off vision, having just ganked Sassy. Flashed away. Doesn't matter. Under the turret. 1v1s the Jax. Gets value. Taunt there. Onto Sassy. Level 6. I think this is a dead Jax. Knockup comes on through. You can't counter-strike that. Justice Punch. Kill secured for the Viego, who's 2-0.
And it's just so
Obviously,
slick.
the Nami up there as well. Things like the Lucian Nami. We saw it last game. I think individually he played it just fine. But the Senna Nami ended up being a little too vulnerable to the scaling of the Smolder in the end of it all. Still, very good game so far from him. Climber looking for the invade, and he gets around again. He's got a Spellbook Smite. He's got a Spellbook Smite.
He can steal
No,
it.
he's going to do it. He's going to do it.
If Niket becomes a top tier player, bring up this game when people want you to describe what is the glow up look like. Solo kill, getting the counter strike out of Sassy now.
Oh boy, and there is no counter strike anymore, no flash or hop away, but there's still an option to go forwards and heartbreak the Jax. Third kill for Nayo. This game, I can't play with the squad. My lane right now is over. It's 1,000 gold leading the jungle partly as a result of that. SQW is going to have to give up this turret bot side. And the Ahri dances away. It comes in with the grand entrances. I am here! And they take the turret. Would it be forced to delay the reset here? I think Sassy might just get this turret, you know. They just got like 2 waves crashed.
But will he get out? Has flash, has counter strike. Yep, he'll be safe. Teleport's coming a little bit late for Melee.
A few cycles through that smite can be really valuable for helping you later on by making sure that smite is as dangerous as possible.
I typo.
Uber eager plays from LGD look a little bit awkward. We get shoved in mid lane. Sassy not able to walk up that wave. Oh my goodness, Cap with a flash engage. Exhaust after. Knockup. Charm. Dead. XQW is just QQing all over the ground. The tears keep raining. and there's nothing left there. Melting away in the mid lane as the Jax, the tier 1 goes down as well. Phenomenal flash engage from Niket.
NIP get a huge win in the power spike of LGD's composition. They're not meant to be distracted, just storming like hell outside. Perhaps an omen next QW. In rough waters here, forced the ult out of him by Niket.
Herald, Battle Herald. Battle Herald?
I think it's a Battle Herald, Sam. Whether they want to drive it, they don't need to use it on the mid lane.
XQW's used his ult and get that much value. Now he flashes away from the Whirling Death. Gets into the Herald. Looks to come back in. All the while, lead free firing. Ricochet! Nio bounces on through. Gets the reset with the Herald. Another one. Another one. Just keep yelling. They know exactly what they need. Climber hops over the wall. Doesn't get it with the resonating strike. Just jumps into a grave.
Teams, now they've kind of all joined up. This is the next wave of big talent coming out of the LDL. It's been a year or two removed. They debuted last year, but they're starting to get steam. Atakan started, LGD, they're not that tanky a team, and they're already behind. This is a desperation play, one they need to make, but it's hard to do.
Solo kill makes the world and they come on through by so much time with the speed. SQW does not enjoy it, misses that Q3. Looking the other side, they come on in Niket again with the quickness and the flash, and the fight will be like the alt's namesake, short, fast, deadly. More people fall, and NIP will not fumble the Atakan 3 games in a row.
LGD are the ones tanking it, and what a wonderful engage by Niket again. Helped by the fact that Solo Kill had a clutch disengage at the start of it. LGD, they're floundering. How could you not when you're this far behind in a team comp that is meant to be so far ahead? They're going to take the Atakan. NIP, 2 minutes until they can get a swing at the next dragon as well. Utterly dominant.
To put it lightly.
I mean, those are true words, Sam. I just feel like they don't quite cover the story, do they? We sometimes have to be polite. NIP, this is an insane early game given the composition. We've said that time and time again. Getting 2 items... The entire team is half an item up over their opponents. I mean, besides top lane, I suppose. Even the budget Galio, as it often is doing completely fine.
They didn't get that last dragon, it's worth noting, but Nio is here to claim this one. Atakan. The most petals, but it evens up the score. That is not a bad thing in and of itself. And at this point, even scaling wise, right, we said, look, we needed LG down an item and a half and completed boots. By the way, of course, it's a feat of strength. So Leave right now is doing a lot of kicking of people's heads with some berserker grief. Doinby is in a 1v3, needs to flash, gets kicked back, Justice Punch comes on through, may finally get the shutdown, but in comes again with the quickness! The Whirling Death is why Doinby might go down to climb. Another taunt, they finally shut him down. Solo kill in a 1v2, Leave in danger! No, Saboom Leave, not like this! Niket wasn't there either, sorry, Nio wasn't there either. They do actually pick up 2 kills, that's quite important.
It costs them, 3 flashes and a whole bunch of summoners, but they blow even more.
Pod racing noises.
Doom Bannekin threw a spanner into his engine this time. Baron's being started. LGD, they are in desperation mode. They do need to try and force fights like this. Hard for them to tank the objective, though.
Sorcerer's Elixir on SQW does have the ult to work with. Watch the flank on the side of Solo Kill trying to ward it off. Mega Blast Cone doesn't find it. There's the ward going on down now. The Jax Mega Blast Cone to the backside. Leave ball, but no, not again. The Whirling Death brings down the Sivir, but they've lost the Lee Sin all the while. Is this enough work done? Over the wall they go. Heartbreaker immunes the Leona stun. Another body stolen. Who needs a pod racer when you have a Dark Lord of the Sith? Resetting as best they can. They finally brought down Nio. Solo kill. Still getting damage. Golden for a moment or two. Another ult charge to work with. Can't quite get the reset required. XQW finally gets it's a 4 for 4. This game is getting damn messy. Darkened Blade, Infernal Chains, and a dead Fox.
3 kills to the Aatrox. NIP not nearly as clean as their early game. However, they do...
The other side. Solo kill. This time not leaving his charge of keeping Sassy at bay.
Let's see those resets. Let's see if Sassy can get in the backline again without the flash. It's a lot harder.
Quickness comes on down all the while, though. Leave is not really fighting. Gets a bit towards the down to get low. Taken is the dragon. Important smite. On the other side, SQW jumped on. Can't ult away. Needs to get away from all the autos going through. My God, the Sivir hurts. Climber dead now as well. Body stolen. Savior does flash forward to bring down that Sivir, but at the cost of everyone else. Now SQW needs to run away. Did at least pick up some of the back end of it. Savior's ult came flying on through to get a triple kill.
Savior, I think it was the last auto just killing Doinby for the triple there. somehow manages to get onto Leave, who also got charmed through the play. 2 alive from NIP. Another messy team fight where they allow Leave to get jumped onto. The peel for the AD carry that was so fed before really isn't working as well this time. They're playing more for the Viego. XQW going to try and stop the Baron going down. To be honest, with them tanking this, it could be a bit... Oh, wow, that's a lot of damage.
XQW gets a lot of damage from Nio. Yeah, that Viego hurt, walks up in the Hallowed Mist, pretending he's still on the Baron. He was not.
Massive damage. The crits from the Mortal Reminder. None of that collector nonsense. Good build from Nio. Gets a lot of value. Blast Cone. Take it. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. This is a bit dangerous now, folks. The Climber could actually get here in time for the steal.
Nick has got a step, might as well.
He does, but going up against Lee Sin could have got here in time if you just beelined it over. Choosing not to, Baron will be secured.
Gumby comes on down. Baron secured. I think this is the price, honestly, of a lot of those summoners ending up on one out, but he's overplayed. A little bit tricky. To get to the point where there is enough damage finally on LGD to threaten if a bit of that CC lands.
You know, if NIP don't team fight well and they don't peel for the Sivir, they can kill the Sivir. And that becomes a bit of an issue, particularly if they die and a Counter-Strike comes in onto the front line. Yeah, LGD can start to play back against that now. They're still doing this from 7,000 gold behind. This should have happened earlier. Climber could get the big kick. He has Flash.
They know he's there now. Sonic Wave went wide.
Wondering actually whether he just flash ward hop over Charm.
Here we go, trying to get to the back of a YCX so down low. The Hero's Entrance comes on down and the Leona is dead. This time they were ready. This time there was no flag. This time Solo Kill has a flash. The Darkin Blade comes on through. Climber tries to hop away with the ward hop, but the ricochets keep flying and Leave keeps on flashing. Boomerang Blade for a triple. This time they have the summoners to play with, but they aren't playing around.
Tower will fall, only 1 member left alive. That should be the game, just over 34 minutes in. NIP, team fighting left a lot to be desired from the lead they had, but they do close the game and will close the series 2-1 as the next wave, well, hang on, they don't have, yes they do, they have the wave there. That'll be the series ended.
And credit over where it is due. Nio, Niket, excellent games. That Viego, that Rakan, the early stage marks. So anybody who's not following on Twitch, please do so. The YouTube and the TikTok, that's it.
Yeah.
Just do come and have a look on those ones.
WE had done that much to help Cube, and now he's going to get... If he dies on this wave, Cube's game is almost over.
He's got 6 of a minion, so he should now have Needles. I think it's going to be a little hard to make this play, but they're still going to do it regardless. Needles 1 through. Finally, the aggro taken. Shoved back. Dead. Doesn't even get to press the Q. The R very often. Finally gets that third shot off. Way out. Gala survives. Karis is around, but Mako's there to ensure no easy access for a shockwave.
There's no dive on the other side. Monkey has gone back to the Dragon because he couldn't finish it earlier, and WE are just a little bit behind on the map. The Shy is very happy with how the cross map works out in favor of his individual matchup.
That's a couple of those minions. May need to hop away shortly. Takes a lot of damage. He's flashing away. Hop, but there's the flash. Cyclone. The Shy greeds for the wave.
Yeah. Greeds for the wave. However, does get...
Namesake coming on over from Shy was once part of a Riven 1 trick. Cube about to get hit by that counter strike. Does get stunned up. Eats a lot of damage there with the Empower and the Grandmaster's Might down about half HP. Does have the Needlework to work with. Remember, no flash con for the Ignite in this match, and Way is waiting. What would put into that bush? Can still get charged into the wall. The W comes on through to stop the skip and slash. The knockup. Mako gets the kill. And IG do the Lord's work. W getting that shove in mid lane has allowed them to be in the river and starting that Dragon up first. True Shot Barrage wide. Mako looking for potential angle. Does not have the quickness to work with. Arla hits the W, knock away with the Keeper's Verdict on the Nico. Weaver's Wall going to split Karis off. Rookie jumps on top of that. The Dragon secured, this time by Way, interestingly. Now Monkey looking to turn around as the Cyclone comes on through. Mako flashes away, puts down his own redemption to keep himself safe. The Shy, jumping on Cube. Vampire with a 3-man Pot Blossom. Blows up Way. Kaiser into the backline though, murdering Monkey. But now Tay, you can look to Hop. Not that much mana to work with. Cube looking to come on over, and I think Arla will just die as a result. All the while though, Rookie trades back, claiming Vampire. So it ends up being a 2-for-2, I think.
2 for 2, and you also end up getting the Dragon for IG as well. Vampire, hang on a second, might even be more than that. Flashing for Karis, trying to get the shield.
Flashed, and he gets the shield.
So close, the shield. I don't know whether it completely saved the life, but it definitely
had. Dissonance bringing him down, and what would have been a very tight 1v1 otherwise. Turret about to fall here. Redemption comes on down to keep Rookie healthy, and now Cube's in danger as he gets hit by the end of it. Of course, he doesn't have a Hallowed Mist anymore. And Rookie with a little bit of downtown support from Mako.
Mako's Redemption getting huge value there. It means that Cube really can't turn it around. Now Mako goes in the mid lane.
Quickness, Vampire going to turn around with the Pot Blossom. Only really onto Way there. And now the Grand Entrance comes on through. Double knock up with the Keeper's Verdict. But the problem is they have to now disengage. Gala really doesn't want to join, and Taeyum just gets to unleash.
Karis gets a side lane turret, so it's not like WE are not getting things. Taeyum will hop over the wall. Start to wave clear. What's the next play in? Paris, Monkey on the top side. Rookie does have flash. Poppy's coming up.
Oh, flashes, but it's still in range of the shockwave, and that's awkward.
That's a bad flash from Rookie. Saw him flying in, knew he wasn't close enough. They will get the mid lane turret. W have been winning the mid lane push and pull fairly well, actually.
In fairness, they've just kept the Nico there, not really roamed, and they have gotten some pretty good value in that sense from it.
So Taeyun has been given a lot of resources because Nico has been permanently in his lane. What that has meant is that Cube has not had them. That's the payoff which WE have said, saying, look, Cube, I'm sorry, you're behind, you're not going to get anything. We're going to give those resources over towards the Ezreal instead. Herald goes top side, take the outer turret, and now the inner turret will be shoved onto as well. How much can they get from this? No grubs. Don't think they fully kill it.
Vampires here in the form of Monkey, Karis, threatening with the ball on top, aware that it could be someone different. I think the Celestial Opposition proc will reveal it. Turret about to go down. Shockwave onto way. They stop for the turret. IG now going to get punished for it. Rookie needs to run away. Mako coming in with the quickness in the battle lines, but it means nothing as he got stunned up going across the unraveled earth.
You got rooted by Vampire mid-flight. Vampire out playing in the top lane, and wait, just doesn't flash over the wall. There was no way you were going to take that turret without having any grubs. IG, jungle, mid, up very, very far. You do have a teleport on Karis that can come to the play. Monkey's walking his way down. Maybe they think that it will go down slow enough. WE, that is such an easy mistake to make. IG get a crucial objective. It's not like you can even...
Bad on the Ari, very good on the Wukong and the Gwen, especially with the Gwen not having flash. That extra move speed can be quite valuable. Either way, this tier 2, they return to the scene of the climb. A little bit harder to deal with. Celestial Opposition as well. This Rakan, deceptively tanky for the first few seconds of fight. Way, however, very much not into that storm. This is a third of HP to just a basic combo.
Nasty stuff. Karis is a very... Dragon's already down. If they could extend the fight, they do have Shockwave in 5 seconds. Where's Vampire? His flash and his ult in 5.
Keep your eyes on it. Gala and Rookie, definitely some targets, but good extraction from IG, not willing to over...
early. Vampire does have flash, does have ult.
Gets onto Mako and to Wei. Not necessarily the easiest target there. The steadfast presence buys some time. Wait to the backline with a quickness. Shockwave denies some time. Mako out with a battle dance. HP bar over the side of the backside. Tries to get to will not quite manage with the cube. Will still get that. Into the backline goes Gala. Wei can't get the hammer shock. They still bring down 2 though. It's a 1 fight for IG.
The patience from Mako wins the fight for IG. Vampire thinks he's got a pick because he does get the sniped as Taeyun onto Wei. Gets one back. Ends up making the fight a 2 for 2, but IG will get the mid lane turret. And IG, I think, will come out feeling very... Moon plate from Wei.
I see that.
Me, Rookie putting that ult in. They do have to slip Poppy.
Flash trying to get to the wall, doesn't quite land it. Still looking to turn around. The shot blast. Sorry, not shot blast. Seismic shove coming on through. Makes this a 2 for 2 right now. TP's coming on in. Cube looking to get some value in the back line of the Nadal work comes on through. Gala flashing away, buying some time. Should get the last order on the snips. Can't be completed. Taeyun now in danger. Cleanses. Arcane shift over the wall. The Shy flashes. Counter strike. Missed. Hop over the wall. The Shojin value. Just a leap strike forwards and gets the auto regardless. Ace for Invictus Gaming.
Wei misses the wall stun, which makes the play competitive, but the angle was too good for IG to lose. The wall from Rookie seals WE into an awful fight where Gala can really put on the afterburners. That'll be Baron on 4 members of IG. They won't be able to wait for Wei to respawn, but getting on 4 out of 5 is a good haul for them, and I think WE might have just found the team WE's strategy of leaving Cube without resources, giving it to Taeyun and Vampire instead in mid lane, loses in this play. Ult in the picture-in-picture.
Going to get the Vampire ult on down to Wei. That's the jungler down. To the backline goes Rookie. Immediately goes Golden. The Shy turning around with the counter strike. Mako's alive. Q trying to trade out with Gala, who ults away, stays alive. The Shy in the 1v3 hops out. Seismic shove onto Monkey. Trying to jump forwards with that Nimbus strike in the flash. Can't quite get onto Rookie, who's still got a lot of HP bar to work with. And the Arcane Shell Staff. The shield's there. More kills as they bring down even more. Taeyun down for the count.
Rookie has been masterful in the last few fights. His walls and his entry into the backline have looked bold, but they've been oh so effective. Cut WE off at the pass in the last fight, and this time goes on with a Seeker's Arm Guard Seraph's low-range dive into WE, which works out so well with his world's-winning brethren of the Shy. And I think IG, with the Baron buff still available, 4k already earned for them, should be able to break the base.
Tier 3 broken there. They still have Baron to work with. The Shy gets to tier 2. All coming up Invictus Gaming right now. Up 6,000 gold. 3k in the Jax. 2.5 into this Kai set. And back towards the Dragon they go. To be sole point for IG now.
WE felt like that one play in mid lane earlier, which kind of set them up to fail at the next dragon fight. That's where the wheels came off. W not quite precise enough in some of their mid-game macros.
He was way back in, and one of the other things we're seeing is the value of Spellbook. Nico can't run it very well. Rakan certainly can. Cube hit with a counter-strike, leap strike combo. Another kill. Damage Celestial Opposition. Rookie on the side looking to threaten. Poppy ult away on the Wukong. That means that Baron should be going on.
Watch Vampire. There's a blast gun, flash and ult.
Can't quite get in as yet. Vampire now looking. Shockwave on 2! Rocket Belt! Flash! And the Pop Blossom brings down 1. Rookie at least gets a hold of Monkey. Hop away from Gala. Has got no G8. And they lose 2.
What IG thinking? One of those QWs means an awful lot. A little bit was shielded up there. Way caught out again. Redemption, a Rookie not walking into the Redemption either. Losing some of it, trying to look for some poke instead. Doesn't get it. Don't know why he didn't walk into that, and they don't have Gala yet.
Look at the Shy, Shockwave onto Wave. Cube jumps on over, gets stunned into the wall. They do get the Dragon. They do, however, lose Vampire at the back end of it. Taeyun trying to trade out. Still the shield from Rookie. Flashes on in. Poppy ults them into the rest of the team from downtown to the enemy jungle. An IG turn up. Kai'Sa, not even required, by the way. Monkey needs to back away. The battle dance into the grand entrance, and Monkey see, Monkey don't.
WE lose that last fight, and that will lose them the game. They get the dragon, but IG don't need a soul to end this one. Largely, IG team fight better. A couple of sparks of glory, but IG have had WE's this number this year, and they will continue to do so in game 1.
It's messy, it's bloody, it's 37 kills in 36 minutes. It is, ladies and gents, and everyone in between, an Invictus gaming game.
IG never make it simple, do they?
People out pretty hard. But you do really rely on getting to 4 items when your passive starts kicking in again. When you start getting, because remember, you scale off crit with your passive.
Yeah. I actually wonder if this was a mistake roaming now, because it's allowed Gala and Mako a breath of fresh air. And Rookie has still managed to keep up mid lane priority. Vampire roam mid, got his flash, but you do just have to wonder whether it was the correct decision, given that Rookie hasn't really had to stop doing anything.
No, and then also you're looking at Mako, who's got Hex Flash and Spellbook, so still actually got quite a lot of tools to work with. Trying to jump on him nonetheless. Karis low. The 3-man pulverize! Nah, now Vampire's down. The damage isn't there. Rookie tries to hunt for Monkey while the rest of the squad finish that one up. He still gets to go across the veil. Monkey about to have the passive, but won't quite.
That too, and this is a real worry. If WE, hang on a second, ult from Karis, that's bad for Gala.
Oh, Shuriken flip onto the wave, misses the R2. I think if he landed, that might have been something. The TP in now from Mako. Flash forwards, can't quite get it. Gala flashing away!
Mako teleports
Get
in
the
with
auto off. As Gala with the rapid flash away. And now IG find themselves up nearly 2,000 gold. It's big in the mid lane. Everywhere else feeling just fine. Mako's up 500 gold as well. You love to see it.
Dragon for IG, and nice cherry on top too. Now he's decided to leave bot lane. Mako gonna get the punt back onto Monkey.
Got level 6, maybe forced to burn the subjugate, but onto who? Mako flashes away, does have that flash or back off cooldown. In comes the Orn Horn, looking to make sure the Ram Jam gets value, but Shy on the other side now trading onto that one. Gets knocked up, throws down the equalizer. Wily CC flashes out of the crash down, and now IG looking to trade on the other side as a knockback onto Karis with the Crescent Guard. Nearly gets him killed because he knocked him back into the rest of IG. They still kill off Monkey, of course.
What happens with this comp now with WE? I think ever since Wei managed to, hang on a second, Rookie could potentially look for a fight with it. Oh, he hits the cube.
Oh, between worlds, and he gets out with the other bit of transportation.
Rookie, seriously well played on the Aurora this game. Dominating the early lane, drawing Vampire's attention, and then also outplaying in mid lane and bot lane multiple times. This Aurora has been insane.
Top side, the Ornhorn summon, but can the call of the Forge God lead to all that much? Monkey there as well. I think the Shy is just dead. No way really out of this for the Rumble, and WE finally on the board, but it means with 2 members topside, Vampire alone under that turret, and Mako burns out. Can't quite get it cleanly, but it's still likely going to be turret with... worth mentioning, because we, of course, earlier on today did see the lethality, sorry, the on-hit.
He's going to use it for good damage there too.
Yeah, Vampire going to get rooted up, as will actually the Deadly Approach coming through. But where does Vampire go? He's got no flash.
He goes to the grave, Sam.
There's a Ghost Blade, gets knocked up, will likely go down here. Headbutts Monkey away so he can't get involved. Way's already waiting. Could potentially be more of a fight if they so choose.
The game's just fallen apart. It's fallen apart. WE have no damage. The early game ambitious plan got countered by Way's quick thinking. Karis has flash, no ult, gets hit by the equalizer though, and he's likely down for the count.
Flame Spitter drops the aggro for a second or two. Gonna be Mako in a spot of bother here. Just make his will unbreakable. Gets on out to safety. A Monkey scary enough that they have to burn some extra summoners. Taeyun's also roamed on down, but the turret now secured. Taeyun So Vampire going full tilt. Way with the Crescent Guard available, body blocking for the cow.
And normally W would look for a big fight here, but they just don't have the... hang on, look, you're pulling the ultimate, but you don't have damage. Where is the follow-up? You don't have damage.
Gala's got Ghost and gets off the frozen domain, so just presses a button.
He presses the Ghost Blade. Presses the Ghost Blade. WE, they can't force the fights. Great double arrow. IG
Mako
swinging the trap shut.
Looking to try and go in the Magnet Storm, trying to buy some time, but Taeyun's been exhausted between worlds. 1 for 1, but an Alistair for the rest of your damage means jack all for WE. They need to keep running a mount up from Vampire. Run as fast as you can. Full tilt, you'll go, sidestepping the wind, becoming lightning. For the very least, Vampire will avoid being staked.
It's another great fight. Gala gonna get ulted. He has flash.
Doesn't burn it yet. I think that might be a mistake as yet. Where does he want to flash to? Decides against it. Still got a barrier. Stays alive. It's a late flash, but he does get to stick with it. Still doesn't have a barrier anymore, and IG will chase off the order. I think Gala a little greedy holding on to his summoners.
I agree. You could have absolutely died there. The Ignite was dropped. Even the very low damage of the Ornn and the Rel comparatively could have threatened. Gala will now be off the table for the start of this dragon fight. They're engaging again, trying to find something. You don't have the Trundle ult, though.
Mako doesn't quite have his own unbreakable will yet, but all the while, Shen Zhao is still there, and Wei begins to unleash. 1 for 1 right now. Cube's still alive. There's still the Shuriken Flip, and they're going in. Karis tries to get the XQ, does make it happen. IG getting some value. 3-man pulverize again outside of the curtain call. Not the best angle. Headbutt
that
back.
Play, that composition carries them through. W will start the dragon. IG can they contest. They have Rookie with a teleport. Can get an angle.
Yeah.
They'll give it up. The Shy will get the top lane turret. They have the 3 grubs. May as well break open the map.
Rookie now potentially in danger. Did get hit by the Shuriken Flip. Goes across the veil in between worlds. Rookie trying to dodge away, but to where? I think he's just dead. Overcomes Mako, but he's alone. There's no Varus or Shinzao here. 4-man pulverize is pretty Nox Cube under the turret. And he might even get the kill.
Oh, God. Again, preface this, it is a mistake for Rookie to stay under that turret. However, they outplay, they have the extra damage. They'll trade 2 turrets for 1 and the dragon. Kills end up being 2 for 1 across the map.
They're on to the tier 2 here, actually, and if they don't respond to both lane shoves at once, they might lose more than this. WE took a long time killing Rookie and put a lot of members to overload it, which is, I think, why Rookie's stating, if you all come for me, we're going to get through you. That's now 3 turrets for just the 1 and a kill.
IG, they have so much extra ability to play around the map. They wave clear faster, they damage harder, and they kill turrets quicker with the 3 grubs as well. Herald will be taken down, and IG, it says an awful lot that they can make this many mistakes and still be so far ahead in this game. There's a potential fight around this Herald. Teleport coming in.
Gonna try and make this one a bit of a play, and WE took so long killing Rookie that they're late to this. Lose the Herald. That's an additional thing given over. Rookie picks up the Eye of the Herald. Is now back up and available. Gala on the other side, hit with the Shuriken Flip, but the Chains of Corruption came on down. Still got the barrier. Will not be executed quite yet. Has finally gone down. Karis' first proper kill of the game, I believe. And actually, with the fight being so split, it gets dangerous. Rookie looking to get some more. Ways in a 1v4. Do kill off that Akali, who did get a lot of work in splitting that one up, and it ends up being pretty good for WE in the end. But Rookie still damn dangerous between worlds in a 1v3!
He's gonna get another kill too. He's got his full combo up. Taeyun sidesteps the Q. The full damage extra that will give, you know, the 6% from Leandri's 8% from the Riftmaker. You pull it back with the delayed Q, and that gets the entire increased damage from after that point. Ornn and bot jungle.
Looking to get on top of Gala, does get hit by the Ornn, flash away from the Magnet Storm, Chains of Corruption turnaround. Rookie on the other side, looking to get onto Taeyun, doesn't really hit with the combo though. Cube misses, Taeyun gets hit by the Weirding, damage on the other side though, looking pretty strong. Crescent Guard comes on through, Monkey Flash holds it out, headbutt onto the Akali, who's got the Shuriken Flip to work with, all the while Rookie still in a 1v2. Taeyun tries to get on over, finally killed off Gala, but loses his own life. It's a 3 for 1 as it stands.
IG finally get their front line in a position where they can protect the Varus. The Shy will find Monkey, he's likely going to die here as well. A pillar the wrong side won't help, so it'll end up being 4 for 1. Gala died in the play, but WE cannot get anything else.
You know what's just spawned, Alex? It's Atakan.
And you can't really throw Atakan if everyone's dead. There is a chance that
Herald?
I mean, okay, good job. Now, there is a chance that Karis and Vampire both teleport back into the play, but I think they would die without the Akali ultimate. It's very unlikely. IG will take the objective, and once again, just kind of embarrassing WE. composition to composition-wise, WE, this is such a hard game to play out with the tools they've given themselves.
And look, there's a lot of pick on WE. The thing they have always got in this game is target access between Pillars and Rel and Jin's whole kit.
Testing it there. Carly lands an Eon to you. Doesn't matter how far behind they are. You do get a little bit spooked. Cube on the other side. Anyone else coming to help him? Karis could teleport in, I suppose. That's a big collapse onto Cube.
Flash away, wind becomes lightning nonetheless. Smite for the slow afterwards. There's still going to be an audacious charge and a 3 talent strike coming up. In comes Gala. Cube is gone. There's no Baron to take right now. So what do you do on the top side of the map? Get a tier 1. That's the best you got.
I mean, kill for a tier 1 is not the worst trade ever, I suppose.
The wave tier 2 threatened in that bot side, so it ends up being a tier 1 for a tier 3. And likely a tier 2. The Shy flashed over the pillar. Nice work from Monkey to force that. Gets a subjugate as well, does the Shy, so
yeah,
still
getting
worth.
that ult is huge. And Karis is getting collapsed on.
I get that being too close to IG is a bad time fall involved. Look at Karis right now. He's in danger. Over comes Mako and Gala. The spell shield's removed. TP's beginning to fly. Vampire buys time with the Magnustorm, but it's just to keep Karis alive. Trades his life for that of his mid laners.
0-7 to in chat for Vampire. Another failed play from him. He has really struggled to make the difference as he goes 1-7 on the roll.
Well, Karis, I mean, he survives that one, but he's 1-5. Not been easy for him as well. Finally got a Shadow Flame, but what does it mean? Now the 5v4. Headbutt Pulverize onto Cube, Exhaust onto Taeyun. Rookie's there and waiting. He's gone. There's no way out. Cube buys some time. Rookie just about staying alive there as Taeyun eventually is headbutted to find the kill. Now Karis has to back away. Gala flashing for the piercing arrow, gets the kill. Heal barrier, gets out alive.
Gala makes his revenge known to Karis, who'd assassinated him a few times early on. For Monkey and Vampire wondering if they could somehow jungle support 2v4 there with an engage. Baron available. Monkey has Flash and Smite. Can Vampire also get a Smite in inventory? We'll see.
Maybe. He had the Smite just a little early. Let's see whether we can drop a dubstep to bring the Smite back. I don't know what the cooldowns are like at this point in the game. While IG looking to threaten Monkey. Got a flash, as you noted, behind an off vision. Finally spotted by a far side alteration. IG, maybe not the one to waste this one. Mako can look to force Monkey back. Down at 3 HP.
Rookie killed Vampire. He's doing this alone. He has a flash. It is just punted away. The Alistair says no, shuts the door closed. IG playing with their food.
Ignite, Equalizer, Monkey flashes.
Gala. It's not like Tank could do anything similar to. He's upgraded his fire counter as well from the Ornn item, which doesn't feel like it's the best choice there either. No big crit item of the IE. No big AD items. Really struggling. IG pushing in the base, doing it tutorial style.
Well, the ornaments feel like Tat Shop, don't they, at this point? Monkey goes very low. Vampire finds the engage, but there's no follow-up again. Karis finally gets there, but just dies, making it into Journey to the Afterlife. That's all WE can do. Rookie with an ungodly shotgun. The weirding, the burn from the Electro Harpoon. Finally brings another low. Cube will have to searing charge back onto the Fountain, but IG are taking no prisoners this game and will murder them all.
WE so often rely on their Vampire, but this one's the sparkly kind. 1-9 on the rail as IG stomp through with a dominant draft in game 2.
Oh, and Rookie at 19 kill participation. 10, 1, 10. It is binary destruction from the mid laner. Rookie